Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11 Thomas. 12.
Again, it's Mixon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
19-yard line.
Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the 2 sides hammered out a deal that made the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rolling to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now's the punter, Jordan Stout. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go, here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's caught, Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 13 yards out, and the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson. That'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Again, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stop!
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2, ready?
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
11 MT. Stop!
Burrow will throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
11 Thomas. 12. 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take goes on for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down by a good couple of yards as they will indeed get the conversion there on 4th and 10.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 56 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, He didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
On 1, ready?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long.